16 million people.
2 continents.
20,000 taxis.
100 ferries.
3,000 mosques.
39 districts.
All inside of the biggest city in Turkey.
We're Amy and Dean.
And welcome to
Istanbul. Join us in this final instalment as we explore even more of Istanbul. We visit more of the city's iconic attractions.
So this is the Galata Tower.
We spend even more money in the Grand Bazaar.
We have to have a drummer.
And our trip takes an unexpected turn.
It started to become our worst travel experience yet.
So stick around for all of that and more. But first, we've got an Uber to catch.
Hello! It is day 3 in Istanbul. We are stood out the front of our hotel, which we've not done yet. Look at this.
Look at all the little islands.
We keep leaving through the back exit, so we've not even seen that yet. But we've just had breakfast at the hotel. We've got a few things we want to do today. We are going to have an experience right now because I'm going to try and catch us a cab in Istanbul. So as far as cabs in Istanbul, apparently if you just go and jump in a yellow cab, it's probably not going to work out too well. They will just change the price as you're going along. Whereas if you book the same cab but through Uber, they have to charge you what the recommended price is. It's a bit different to our airport transfer. We're now in the film Fast and Furious.
Pray for me. Pray for us.
Okay, so the Uber was absolutely fine, a bit like Fast and Furious for this part. You get that with local cabs anywhere. We had it in Japan. The only issue is we have come over this side where the Galata Tower is, over the water, still on the European side, but the roads are so small and windy.
They're not like
actual roads.
Roadworthy.
Yeah, he's trying his best to actually get us there, but we couldn't find a road that would get us there. So
dodgy.
So we just said to him, drop us here, we'll find our own way. The inclines in Istanbul are ridiculous. The streets are like a vertical angle. So this is the Galata Tower. You can pay to go up there and you get 360 panoramic views of Istanbul. It's quite expensive. We're not worried about that anyway. It looks cool from the outside. Completely different vibe around here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very like
hip.
Hip, yeah.
A lot more chilled out. So strange, it feels like we've come to a completely different city.
Yeah.
Let's go find this cheesecake. If you know me, I love cheesecake so much, and there's a famous cheesecake in Istanbul. Cool, so the cafe was literally in front of us.
Literally opposite the Galata Tower. Not that you can see the full view, because it's like so big.
So let's talk cheesecake and coffee. Cheesecake, I like a sweet treat, but it's really sickly. And like really, couldn't finish it. We only bought one.
It tastes like a Kinder Bueno.
Yeah, we left most of it because it's really sickly. So we ordered an iced latte.
It was more of an iced Americano, but the predominant taste being murky water.
Yeah. I put it out there, the worst coffee I've ever bought anywhere. It's literally right in front of the Galata Tower. I saw the place on the TikTok, that's why we went to it, but it's probably one you can skip, to be fair. Okay, so something on the itinerary today was to buy some cat food and feed some cats. Thank you. Righty, we have some cat food, so we'll find some good boys to give this to. Let's try and...
Boys and girls.
Good boys and girls.
At this point we actually had a change of plans and the cats would have to wait for their food. We were now on a mission to find Amy some comfy shoes. The sandals she was wearing were leaving her feet in a lot of pain. This tied with the steep streets and 25,000 steps a day meant that she was struggling. Luckily we just happened to know a certain market in which you could strike a bargain.
So we've made our way back across the river. We've come from the Galata Tower, which is here. And there is another mosque here. You can just walk up and go in and look at this as you come through the doors. That's mental. Absolutely mental. Even the spires on their own look crazy. I've just spotted a good boy chilling in the mosque. Right, let's head back outside because Amy's feet are killing her. Sandals have been rubbing. She didn't even want to come up the steps to come in here because they are killing her feet, bless her. So we're going to head back into the Grand Bazaar, grab some shoes for her and be on our way. So what's the best price?
500.
About 400. No?
No.
No move at all? Okay, trainers acquired. We've got some No Balance. Yeah, they're not New Balance, they're No Balance.
And at this point I don't really have much balance, so it's fine.
How do they feel, Em?
So comfy. Instant relief.
Years hurting, wouldn't
Yeah.
you? So we are back in the outside part of the Grand Bazaar. We're going to chill around here for a bit and then head back to the dock where you can get a fish sandwich on a boat. Need a couple of cable tidies, sort them out, mate. So I really like these tambourines, you can use them as like an art piece.
Yeah.
Right, so it is that one, or this one. And this one's dated as well, which is cool. He's written on the bottom, Istanbul.
I think that's the prettiest.
Can I have this one, please? This one.
This one?
Yeah, 600, yeah?
Yes.
Wicked, please.
Hadi bak o gel yapınca da böyle.
Nah, he's better.
I have to have a drummer.
Thank you so much. It's nice to meet you. Nah, he can practice. So we are just walking down like the old town of Istanbul. Down this road is really cool. Lots more local like stalls. It's not really touristy. It's not super
Feels
busy
like
either.
Asia. I've nearly been run over like 4 times.
Yeah.
Shout out to the kangaroos. If you know, you know.
We've come down to along the river where there's loads of
It's
restaurants.
called Eminonu Port.
Yeah, they sell the really famous fish sandwich. So they have boats lined up behind and they cook the fish fresh and give it to you in the sandwich. But I really wanted to have one, but I can't stomach it right now. For some reason I've started feeling really sick.
And that is where our Istanbul trip came to an abrupt end.
From that moment onwards, everything just went downhill. So basically I started feeling really sick. I said to Amy, we just need to run back to the hotel. I said, I need to get back to that room. Without going into too much detail, very violently ill. We believe it was food poisoning. We've not to this day been able to work out what it was.
We didn't have anything bad or that we thought was bad at the time. Nothing stood out.
The thing is, we've been on many trips where we probably should have got food poisoning, where we're eating in really weird places. This didn't give off that vibe at all. It just is what it is, luck of the draw. Unfortunately, we got really badly ill.
We spent nearly 2 days in our hotel after that, so the trip was just done from that point.
Yeah.
We had to cancel a few plans. We had a evening river cruise on the Bosphorus booked in, which we lost out on. We lost our money on that as well.
Just time in Istanbul as well. We had other plans to explore more of Istanbul. That's a shame that we lost out on that time. But that's not even the worst of it. From then, it started to become our worst travel experience yet. Just a list of things, it just felt like the cards were stacked against us. Things that would normally be very minor and we wouldn't look at as a problem, just minor inconveniences when you're travelling. But when paired with food poisoning and not knowing where the next toilet is and when you're next going to need the toilet, become very big problems.
Yeah. Travel home day, not off to a good start. Paired with being ill, the transfer didn't show up.
We pre-booked it before we even went on the holiday and the transfer just didn't show.
Yeah.
And we had a plane to catch.
We finally got to the airport. We then had to do check-in because the online check-in system, which we normally do for every trip, was down, technical issues. So you were queuing for that. And I was running back and forth to find the bathroom.
We then got through, but with all of the delays that we'd just had, we then had 5 minutes to get to our gate, so we almost missed the plane. We literally had to sprint through the airport. Again, these are all things normally fine, but when you don't know when you're next going to be sick, it's not fun. So just when we sat down in the aeroplane seats and we thought, 4 hours, we'll be back at the car, we can just get home, the pilot made an announcement saying that he needed us all boarded onto the plane, but they did not have a takeoff time. He said it was looking at being over an hour, but we all needed to stay on the plane ready for takeoff. Again, we've had this on other flights. When you thought that you only had 4 hours left on a plane and you're sitting there almost being very sick, being given this announcement was no good really. But that was the end of it. We got home and
we made it. We were still sick for about a week afterwards. But we survived. But despite all of that, we had an incredible trip to Istanbul. We feel like we've barely scratched the surface. Maybe because we lost 2 days from being ill. There was so much more that we wanted to do, so we'll definitely be back. It's one of the most beautiful places we've ever been, and the people were amazing as well.
But every grey cloud has a silver lining, and this grey cloud had a very, very cute silver lining. If you've not noticed, there was an ongoing consensus through the Istanbul videos. One reason why we loved that city, and it pushed us towards making a life-changing decision.
Everyone meet Novi.
So Novi is our little Persian princess. We literally got her, a week after coming? Well, basically when the illness had cleared up.
Yeah.
She has her own backpack. We go out on hikes and she loves being outside. In a couple of weeks from now, we have her first big adventure, which is further afield.
Yeah.
So that will be filmed and it will be on YouTube. Yeah. So welcome to the Amy Dean
and Novi channel. Yeah, and who knows, she might come back to Istanbul with us. We hope you've enjoyed our Istanbul series. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. We've got some very, very exciting plans coming up.
Yeah, our next adventure will be up soon. It's going to be a long format documentary style video of a crazy trip that we've been on. So keep your eyes out for that one and all future videos with this little girl. And for one last clip from Istanbul, these are the kitten pouches that we'd bought. So whilst Amy was being violently sick, I popped out to the back of our hotel and fed the kittens in the street whilst trying to sort out our transfer that never showed. Until next time, goodbye!
Bye!